right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. And in this video, we are going to be configuring my Dream Spec Mustang Dark Horse SC. We are going to be LARPing a little bit in this video, but I do want to figure out how much this car is going to cost, because it's nice to dream big. It's nice to have information on what you could potentially have in your garage in the near future. If you guys do enjoy the video, drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications to stay up to date with my builds, because I think you guys are gonna enjoy what's coming to the channel very, very soon. And also, if you are planning on buying a Dark Horse SC, let me know your dream specs down in the comment section and how much it is going to cost if you want to reveal that information. These cars are not cheap. They are the Shelby GT500 replacement, if you could call it that. I personally think they are a little bit more expensive than what they should be, but I'm not gonna lie. If I could afford it right now, you best believe I would be calling up Ford, like, yo, let's go ahead and get something going. Let's go over to the models and start setting some things up. You guys can see we can go ahead and configure a Dark Horse SC on Ford, which honestly I think is pretty cool right now. Let's start the build, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited to see how much the Dark Horse SC would cost, at least how much the one I want spec'd out is going to cost. So as you can see, we have the Dark Horse SC. It's going to start at $108,000. Oh, actually, technically, no, it's not, because we're going to take a paint color away. It's going to start at, it should actually go down. It is going to start like around $106,000 without actually having, you know, the paint added on it. Let me go ahead and see if I can get that removed. Maybe it's not going to. Okay, I guess it. Nope, destination charge. Never mind. So it is going to be that. So it's starting at $108,000 for that destination charge. So we're getting whacked almost $2,000. It is what it is. It's already getting more expensive than I wanted it to be. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we have the Avalanche Gray color, which honestly, you know what? Let me know down in the comment section if you like the Avalanche Gray. It's not bad at all. Definitely not bad. Avalanche Gray actually looks pretty good. The Shelby GT350's Avalanche Gray, 100% one of the better colors you could buy. We also have the Race Red colorway for $495 extra. In all reality, this would be a color that I would consider. I'm not even gonna cap. We have the Adriatic Blue Metallic, which is a nice color. I feel like this is a color I would 100% have to see in person before I actually went ahead and went with it, because it could be dark, it could be bright. You really never know until it hits that light. We also have the Argon Blue Metallic, which actually looks very, very nice. This is a nice color. Blue, you can style it, I feel like, pretty good. For me personally, if I was to get like a blue Dark Horse SC, maybe some white wheels or some polished wheels. Ooh, some polished wheels would be tough on this car. We also have the Shadow Black. You can't go wrong with black, but in all reality, it would be absolutely insane to try to keep this clean. I don't think I would go with black. Clean, simple Oxford white. This would be a color that I honestly would probably go for 110%. And then we have the carbonized gray metallic. Let me know down in the comment section what color you would go for. For me personally, I'm not even gonna lie, I think I would go with either the, it's gonna load back up. I think I would go with the Avalanche Gray. Yeah, you're gonna pay a little bit more, or the Oxford White. But you know what? I think we're gonna go with the Avalanche Gray, just because it is clean and it would look good sitting next to the Shelby GT350 in the garage, 110%. Now, as far as going ahead and having a roof color, I would not actually go ahead and do that, because that is going to actually bump up the price quite significantly, and I do not want the track pack added to my personal Dark Horse SC. I know that's kind of crazy saying that, but I would try to go for an absolute base model just so I can add to it as I see fit, and it would complement how I would go ahead and modify the car. So we're not gonna go ahead and do that. If I wanted to go ahead and change the roof color, I would simply just go ahead and wrap it black in all reality, just to complement some of the other accents, because I definitely would, you know, go ahead and black some things out, maybe some carbon fiber. You can't go wrong with a black roof wrap. I definitely would not go ahead and get racing stripes. It's just something that I'm not a fan of. I removed the stripes off of my personal Shelby GT350, so I definitely would not go ahead and do stripes on this Dark Horse SC. Now, the Dark Horse SC is going to come equipped with the 5.2 liter supercharged cross-plane crank V8 and the DCT transmission. This would actually be the first Mustang that I would buy that doesn't have a manual transmission. I wish this car honestly did have a manual transmission, but I can get behind the DCT. It is very nice. It'd be something different to experience. In all reality, I know for a fat 110%, I would enjoy it. Obviously not as much as banging gears, but I definitely would enjoy it. This does come with a 373 diff. And here are the equipment groups. Now, I would just get the 950A. I do not need the high equipment group because that is going to add to the track package. And, you know, I don't need that specifically. We're going to have just the standard package. Now, what I would go ahead and do is I would add the carbon fiber exterior package, 110%. That's going to bump up that cost 10 grand. But this looks too good to not do it. You know, all the carbon pieces I would go ahead and add, just get it from factory. I think this would be the smart decision, just to get it done from factory instead of going ahead and doing the aftermarket route, just because I personally would want the OEM spec quality. I know you could get it cheaper otherwise, but for a car like this, if it's offering a carbon fiber option, I'm just going to go ahead and get that from factory, just so I know I have that Ford premium quality. Premium quality, but you guys know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? I would much just rather have it done from Ford. Ford connectivity package, no thank you. I don't need the track pack special edition, but if you were to go ahead and add this, it is gonna, no, we're not. It is gonna bump this up to $175,000. So yeah, no, we're not doing that. Forget that. Teal accent package, no thank you. The classic package, no thank you. We're not gonna do that, but I'm actually kind of curious to see. Ooh, goddamn. It kind of looks good, I ain't gonna lie. You know what? It kind of looks good. Oh my goodness. It kind of looks good, but not that good. Not that good. That's crazy. We have the classic package, which is going to have the red Brembos. How much is this going to cost? Oof. No, thank you. It's going to force you to do some other packages. Good on that. I'm good on that. We have the wheels. Can go ahead and configure some different wheels on here. Let's go with the good old cast aluminum. It's not like we're going to keep the wheels on here anyway if I was to go ahead and buy this. Keep the standard wheels. The tires, honestly, wouldn't care either. Keep the standard tires on here. I would just leave the Taurus blue with the white logo. The blue Brembos would look clean, especially on this gray. I would just go ahead and leave it. I mean, look at that. You can't go wrong with this. This looks tough. I definitely would just leave it the way it is from factory. The interior, I would just leave it black too. I think it looks clean, looks simple. No reason to go ahead and adjust that. But can we get the Recaros in this bad boy without going ahead? Oh, yes, we can. We'd have to. Absolutely have to go ahead and put those Recaros in the car. Absolutely. For 2000, yeah, no brainer. We'd have to get the Recaros in this bad boy. 100%. 100%. Leave the seat belt the way it is. I would to say the cargo net would be nice, but no, we're not gonna go ahead and do that. Audio system, we're gonna leave it the same. Electronics, you can go ahead and leave all these the same. Not gonna mess with any of that. Exterior, no thank you. Interior, no thank you. And I think this is honestly how I would spec it out, fellas, in all reality. I really think this is how I would spec it out. So the options would be just the Avalanche Gray for $495 extra. I would go ahead and add the carbon fiber exterior package for $10,000 extra. Fuck. But you know what? I would pay for it just because it was from factory, and that is worth something, 100%. Even though I would be buying the car to not just resell, but just in the back of my mind, it is worth just having that OEM carbon fiber just package. That would be nice just to have. And that's it. And that's it. And we would end up paying, damn, $120,000. Pretty much $121,000, man. God damn, man. With a $1,600, $1,700 a month payment with 10 grand down. Obviously, something like this, kind of want to put way more than that down. But whew, that's a lot. $120,000 for this. God, bro. Would y'all pay that 120 grand for the Dark Horse SC? In all reality, let's say I had a 2022 GT500 carbon fiber track pack and I had positive equity. I'd probably actually trade it for this. I'm not even gonna lie. Depending on exactly how much the car was worth, the spec that it was as well, I think I probably would trade it in for a Dark Horse SC. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I probably would. Just to get a brand new platform, a brand new car, and me being the first owner, and I can modify it as I see fit. And I already know these cars are going to be stout with bolt-ons. I think I would 100% go for it. If I had a carbon fiber track pack with positive equity, I would definitely be entertaining the option of trading it in and going for a Dark Horse SC. Let me know what y'all think, because I know with a carbon fiber track pack 2022, you can 100% get 100 grand for the car, over 100 grand for the car. 120, pay the difference. I think I'd probably go for it. I'm not gonna lie. I think I would probably go for it just to get that new car and to be on the forefront of something new. I think I would go for it. I think I would 100% go for it. This is honestly something that I'm kind of glad I did look at. 120 grand. It is a lot of money for a Mustang. But this is something that realistically you could make happen. So let me know down in the comment section right now what you guys think of the Dark Horse SC. Would you pay $120,000? And that's like the poverty spec Dark Horse SC. Would you do it? Let me know. I'm curious. And if you are going to buy a Dark Horse SC, let me know how much your spec is going to cost, because these can get very, very, very expensive. This is like over 50 grand more than the next car I do plan on buying. But hey, you never know. You never know. Maybe we'll be in a Dark Horse SC next. Hey, you never know. Let me go ahead and stop LARPing. If you guys enjoyed, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. Been your boy Ears. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.